here now, man.
Still is. Sturdy Podcast in the
350 North Street, North Broad Street. We here, man. People gonna come out, do a couple shows, couple of sessions, man. We got Statiz in the building.
Yo, what y'all price is?
Man, we just go in, ain't no motherfucking price. Man, ain't no motherfucking price on no real nigga. Do that shit, put no price on no real nigga, man.
We the best we got away with it.
But the deal is, man, Sturdy Podcast, we here, man.
All the way
Lock in,
official,
man.
All the way we tapped in.
So like I said, we're gonna be listening to the artists, you know, checking them out, good vibe out here, man.
Catch a vibe.
Here and there, man, we're gonna be throwing some good little venues out here, man, you know. So be on the lookout, man, be on the lookout for
First
that.
a minute.
Yeah, first a minute, man. Check out these artists, man. Support these artists. Y'all be talking about don't know good music. It be good music. Yeah, it be some trash too. But hey, you don't let the trash goddamn look. If you are a fan of hip hop, you listen and get the good music. I holla at your boy. Yeah. It's Statiz. Yeah. I don't believe the hype, nigga be talking, nigga be playing, and I don't give a fuck by none they saying. Ho be trying it, bitch you be lying, and I don't give a fuck by none of they man. I'm after the bread, get to the checks, and I don't give a fuck by none of they head. I know you heard just what the fuck I done said, bitch. I don't believe the hype.
Look, I don't believe the hype. Look, believe anything on the internet, make sure you come correct the 101. Psh, don't forget, bringing pressure, I stay on the net. Driving no crazy, just don't have a rig. Been grinding crazy like fuck getting rest. Can't wait till I cop a petite. Look, niggas taking pictures with the same bands, man, how did that work? Look, she screaming she independent, but for the money, man, she still gon' flirt. Look, but wait, man, it get worse. Niggas going fed just to buy bitches a purse in the courtroom. Soon as the sin is getting mentioned, they singing like birds. Look, I can't relate to that shit y'all on. Look, I can't converse.
Yo, what's happening? It's your boy P of Sturdy Podcast. We tapped in. I put on my boy Statiz Ocho. We in the building, man. You see the set up Lionheart shit. You did out the gate.
We in the lab, man.
In the lab.
Lab today.
Lab, man. We in the kitchen. But I put up on here, man, to talk about this body of work, this album that's coming out. This you know, you've been working on this for a minute, so
Yeah. The cleanup.
the cleanup. That's the name of it?
That's the name of it.
The cleanup.
Yeah.
Why the cleanup?
Man, it's like me and my partner, your partner, Bo Diddley, man. We be chopping it up a lot, man. We be talking about like the state of the industry and all of the sideways shit that's going on in the industry. Like it's just it's a whole lot of changes going on right now. Like these niggas went from slanging tapes, slanging CDs out the trunk to streaming, and now you know everybody running around like they on fire shit. They feel like streaming dying, and I don't nobody know what to do. But you know niggas that know what to do going back to the trunk.
Yeah, they going back to the trunk.
Going back to the trunk, bro. Like, cause it's kind of hard. I say streaming is cool. Streaming is cool. It's good for promotion and shit. You can post it on social media, shit like that. But like when you really trying to lock in with your people, with your fan base and shit, when you trying to really make a career out of this shit, it's hard to do that shit from them DSPs. It's hard to do that shit off Spotify because you gotta literally get on the internet every single day. That's why you got niggas chasing virality. Niggas chasing the algorithms and shit. Trying to get caught up in the algorithm so they can possibly some kind of way get caught up and boom, go viral. Now everybody go listen to your song.
Yeah, that's true. You know, like I always say, like this music shit is like the lottery. It's really the lottery because you would think only talented people will make it, but that ain't the case.
Nah, it's never the case.
Yeah, it's never the case.
That's never the case because like
ain't the case.
I'm not the one to say no name, but you got some rappers out here and some singers too that just sonically not up to par.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about it when it boils down to it. It's all about who gonna work the hardest, who gonna put forth the effort to, hey, I got this, hey, I got that, hey, you feel what I'm saying? That's what I was getting to. Like, you can't do that when you chasing virality. Like, you gotta get out. Like, they get their viral moment. People get their viral moment, and then disappear.
See,
but when you got a sturdy fan base to the point where you out there touching the people, like, hey, you know what I'm talking about? I got this right here, I got that right there, tangible products, and you out there in the people face and shit. It's easier to hold on to that because why? When you get ready to drop your next project, your next single, your next piece of merch or some shit like that, you know who to go take it to.
Yeah.
But if you depending on Apple, you depending on Spotify and shit like that, they ain't gonna tell you. They gonna tell you got 1,000 people a month listening to your shit, 10,000. But where they at?
Yeah.
Who they is? They gonna tell you, all right, they in Birmingham.
Yeah.
All right, what's their email? Phone number, social media, anything? No, they don't tell you none of that.
Yeah, it show you the analytics, but just because you got maybe, well, you may be like, oh, I'm going crazy. I got 2,500 people listening to me in Birmingham. Can you do a show in Birmingham right now?
Can you do a show in Birmingham right now? Can you go out there and 2,500 people show up to the show?
Yeah, it's different because the game is pneumatic. It's off numbers now. It ain't about talent. It's about numbers. So they really just sign you off of your buzz. And a lot of people, it's like the lottery, straight one time. That's why you see a lot of people get their moment and they gone because they weren't prepared for it. It was just a luck of it was a half court shot. He hit it.
Yeah.
Now you don't know what to do.
Now they put you in the game to And
Not a game. You don't know
can't
what
even
to
make
do.
a shot. You
Can't
ain't
make
even
a
got a 12-footer.
You don't know what to do. So, but it's very important. You know, you gotta work both. You gotta touch the people, and you got to be on the internet.
Yeah,
you gotta do both.
for sure.
But it's leaning more to people going outside because you know, internet is congested. Everybody on the internet.
Everybody.
It's traffic. So that's why you seeing big artists like Cardi going outside.
Mm-hmm.
Big artists starting to do autograph signings again. Start doing hard merch again. Like you seeing people selling T-shirts, signing T-shirts again. Like it's getting back to that. And like I said, the game in a transitional. Sound 2 is transitional. We don't know where it's finna go.
Right.
It's in that because it's in left a point. Now it's like where it's gonna go now.
Yeah.
Because you know, for a minute, I can't even count the women that had it for 5-6 years.
They done had it in the head a lot.
For 5-6. If you go to
my Nicki, Cardi, Meg, like
Glow, let's go on. It's just the women that had it by 5-6 years. But it's the bars are coming back. I see that people really want to hear you rap nowadays. Now, you know, the bar heavy guys are starting to get in the light. You got some guys starting to get a little light. You know, you got Griselda, you got people starting to get in the light that's rapping, that ain't got a gimmick. That don't never die though. It just be time.
It never do.
Yeah, it don't never die.
Because it's a and that's what the game is really focusing on now. That's what a lot of people get into now, like your audience, because it's always been an audience for bars.
Always.
Like, even with all the other stuff that is going on, you've always had people to be like, man, I want to hear this. I want to hear some J. Cole type shit.
It's an audience for everybody.
Like, these people that rap like this still been eating, still been, like, nigga, you know, Wu-Tang was out when? Early 90s, late 80s and shit?
Yeah.
Them niggas still touring, bro. So it's definitely still an audience for that shit.
Still an audience.
It's still an audience.
My prime example is Currency.
Yeah.
Currency still doing shows, still consistently, and don't never be on the radio.
Never heard him on the radio.
Never be on the radio. And
But he'll pull up the mobile and the show go crazy.
Go crazy. He'll go, and one thing I learned about him when he said with the internet game, he tricked it. He does like, I do my internet thing, but it's more of, I treat it like a pop-up shop.
Right.
As in, I drop it, then I see where I need to go.
Right.
what shows I need to go, what side where I need to go.
Who tapping in the most? That's
Who tapping in the most.
Yeah.
But
and see, that's what Spotify don't give you.
Yeah, Spotify don't give you that. It don't give you.
Saying?
Don't give you. And Spitter's still one of them ones, like he the old school cloth though. He's still from that when you had to go touch the people.
Right.
You still had to go touch the people. You still had to pop up at these places. And it's getting that. It's getting to the point where like you had Cole just went across the world.
Yeah, man. In a Honda
Civic. Out here.
Drove that bitch till it broke down.
Till it broke down. Had to get it fixed and everything. But that's dope to see somebody at that level do it.
Right.
So they tell you like, oh yeah, it's finna be a shift. Cause if somebody at that level doing it, I know it's finna shift.
Yeah. And bruh broke that shit down to the point where he was pulling up selling that album for $1, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Selling the CDs for $1.
Signing autographs, doing everything.
And then like I was just having this conversation with a guy about going direct to consumer. Mm-hmm. He was like, you can't track that shit. But the way J. Cole did it and the way, you know, I've been doing my research, so I figured out how. But the way Cole did it, like it registered. They literally, you can look it up, and he sold over 300,000 copies just like that for $1.
Most definitely. Yeah.
And how much of that you think the label did?
Yeah, not too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He eating that.
He eating that.
He
But
eating that, bro.
one thing I seen with Prince that was genius. I remember when he was doing concerts, he used to sell the album with the ticket.
Yeah.
So when you buy the ticket, you bought the album.
Right.
So them sales were hitting. So he was, you know. So if the show sell out, shoot, them your sales.
Right.
Right there. But
all that's in one package.
All that's in one package. But Prince, Mike, all them, they was always on some ownership.
Yeah.
Because one thing about them, like, they great artists, one of the greatest in the world, but they don't get enough credit for what kind of businessmen they was. Like, they was like some of the best businessmen because they already understood about how tricky the game is, owning your shit, doing all that. But also, tap in back into the album. How many records on the album?
I got 7. I got
7 piece.
I got a 7 piece, but you know, for my supporters, the ones who come get it directly from me, I got some special shit on there for them as well.
Okay.
So like, you know, you'll be able to go catch it on the DSPs on Spotify and shit.
Yeah, it'll get there eventually.
I got some special tracks for, you know, the ones who really rock with me, the ones who come and get it directly from me. I got some shit for them. So
most definitely. Kind of remind me of how Nipsey did it, where in the clothing store they had the barcodes. So if you scan the barcode in there, you'll get a record, an unreleased record, or you'll get like a percentage off on some merch or something like that. Yeah, that's a dope, man.
Yeah.
Long live Nip, man. Nip was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Nip was ahead of his time, man. But he was doing that.
The exact model, bro.
Yeah, that's the exact model.
The exact model, bro.
The brick and mortar there. But he was doing that as in, you know, you go to the store, you buy something, you'll get an exclusive record. You'll get a record that ain't nobody got.
Right.
You get that record. But that's dope you doing that with the consumer because it'll make people, you want to make people feel like they're exclusive. Always. That's just to consumer. You always.
Yeah, that's my thing. That's my goal. Give back to the people who give to me. Because you giving me your ear, you giving me your brain, you giving me your heart to check out what I got going on. So by you giving me something, it's only right that I get something back.
Oh, definitely.
That's the type of dude I always been, man. Mama told me to do that.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. What kind of direction you went with the album? Is it more like a gumbo or it's a concept?
Man, me and Boo worked on this one, man. We sat down. We sat down, got a bunch of beats together, and I just wrote. And so what came out is what came out, and it's a display of versatility, pretty much. And it also, the way it's lined up, it also tells a story. And I'm gonna tell the story. I got working with Rachel Mack on something. Shout out Rachel Mack. As far as coming up with a special visual for it, a special type of visual for it. So just be on the lookout for that one for sure.
Most definitely.
Looking to bring that one later on in the summertime.
Okay. And tell me about the you just had a show recently. Tell me how the tell me about the show.
Man,
tell me how the show went, man.
That was a good one. That was wild, bro. Like I enjoyed it. Like all the acts we had. T-Man and Tyler came through. Diamond Fat came through. Shay Music came through. Easy P came through. Good Shot X of course came through. And we rocked out, man. Like I enjoyed everybody's set, bro. Like from the beginning to the end. Like it was some real talent out there, bro. And the people was in the vibe, and like it was a whole vibe from the beginning to the end. Like no bullshit, bro. Everybody was rocking. Everybody was rocking out. Shout out to Camp 6. Camp 6 put it on, man, and they invited me to come back. They enjoyed what I did so much they invited me to come back for part 2, man. So it's like, I mean, if you like good hip hop, you like good music with substance, them boys at Camp 6 putting it together. I ain't gonna even lie to you, them boys at Camp 6 putting it together. That lineup was it's like Shay Music hit and she was deep with it, and it's like it just continued to build up as the show went on. And I ain't just saying that because I was on the show. I could have been off the show. Good Shot would have been a great anchor for that show. Like the way him and Cash De Niro came on and killed that shit, man. That ETD, when they did that ETD, man, that shit went crazy. But and Diamond Fat did her thing too. She went off. She put on for us, for her city, man, for what she do.
Most definitely. And that's great, you know, to see that camaraderie in the city. You know, everybody, you know, it takes, you know, the door open quick when you got a lot of people hitting that door.
Yeah.
So that's really different. Definitely something to push on, to build on, because, you know, iron sharper iron. So even though, you know, you was the headline, you still was pulling from each other performance. Like, okay, he doing that. Okay, let me put that in my show. Let me see if they do that kind of record. Let me put that kind of record in my mix. So it's all a learning curve. You always, you know, you never stop learning, but it's always a learning curve.
Student of the game.
Got to be a student, you know. You know, they say the greatest boss was the best student. So how it go. And then you say you got a part 2.
Yeah, we got part 2 on the way. May 22nd.
May 22nd.
Same spot.
Same spot, the Underground?
350 North Broad. The Underground, Mobile, Alabama. Yeah, this lineup go crazy too. Of course, you got, you know, I'm bringing in my people. I'm bringing in my people with me. Good Shot coming with me, of course. We're gonna bring Diamond Fat back. She did her thing last time. So
okay.
We gotta bring her back through to do her thing. We also got, who else we got? We got RTF Louis. Yeah, RTF Louis coming through. He gonna do his thing, bruh. He did some shit with Shay at the last show, and that shit was nice. Bruh did his thing. And we got Culture coming through. Where he doing his thing. I fuck with Culture music. He got like an alternative style. Yeah,
he definitely got an alternative style. Yeah, like he got a vibe. Like it's a vibe. Like he'll change the vibe up on a show. Yeah. Like he got that appearance where like it'll change the mood a little bit, which we need sometimes.
Hell yeah. That's why I say I like how them guys at Camp 6 put that shit together, because they went and got like, they've been going to get artists that I'm like, I would have never thought myself to be like, yeah, they would sound good on the show with me. like they would fit in with Lionheart. But when I hear the music that they put and how they gel that shit together, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be a vibe from the beginning to the end, bro. This bitch shit gonna be nice.
But you said May 20th?
May 22nd.
May 22nd. May 22nd at the Underground.
At the Underground. Doors opening at 7.
At 7?
Doors opening at 7.
All official. But I wanted to piggyback at the beginning. We was talking a little bit about like contracts, and I know you seen viral with Finesse2x. He was showing his contracts with Mob Ties, you know, in Atlantic, and just what's your point of view about that? About that with that contract? Cause we seen it many times before, but
about his particular contract or just contracts like that?
That kind of both.
Well, I mean, I didn't really get deep into his contract to know exactly all the details.
Yeah.
But like, it's a lot of times artists be getting themselves jammed up in these type of contracts to where they like even our own people to get us sometimes because they know they know the business.
Mm-hmm.
They know what can be gained from the business. Mm-hmm. They know, all right, we put them over here in some sync license and we gonna get this much bread from it. We put them over here, let this person use, you know, get some mechanicals over here. We're gonna eat this much off of it. But when they know street niggas from the hood, you know, we don't know nothing about the music business. We just know that we can rap. Yeah. We know that we can sing. We know we can put on a show. So when it comes down to the business part of it, it's easy for them to finesse us. And if we don't know our shit, we gonna be in situations like that. We gonna lose a lot of money. We gonna trap ourselves in situations to where now I can't even release an album because I haven't recouped. It may be a situation where I ain't recouped from the last one. So now they ain't putting nothing else into nothing until I get this over here back.
Also to piggyback too, it's a lot of situations too with that. And also too, you can't buy yourself out that contract because at the end of the day, you got churn, you got life. So you spending money, you steady spending money on your lifestyle, so you may not even got the money to get out the contract. So it's at the point where somebody may, and then you know, everybody claim they with you, but until you hit the fan, you don't know who really with you.
You don't know.
Because it's at the point, really at this point, it's either he can talk because he's in the industry, so he can get help.
Right.
But he just gotta get the right help. Get the right help, because you know, like you said, street nigga just got out of prison, no money. Somebody throw you $250,000, you gonna sign?
I'm gone.
I'm signing that.
Yeah.
Like,
especially
I don't care what's on the paper.
Nothing else but the streets.
Yeah.
I got a safe way to get about it.
Safe way, and like with Finesse, he a crash out, so I'm in and out of jail. So I done lost money every time I go to jail. I lose money. So somebody offered me, you know, over $250,000. I ain't gonna even look at the paperwork. I'm signing it.
Man, that'd be our worst mistake, bro.
Worst mistake ever.
They know it. They know how to put the hook on the bait for it.
Definitely, that money.
But they know how to put the bait on the hook. I say that.
Yeah, most definitely. But as an artist, I know you doing your independent thing. What you signed though? What you sign a contract?
What I signed a contract?
What you signed?
I mean, it's not off the table for me completely because I'm gonna make sure, like, my main thing is I'm gonna get lawyered up, and I want to know, I'm sitting in there with my lawyers, what that word means. Hold up, you read past that, what this word means in conjunction with all of this.
Mm-hmm.
So this means that they can take this if I do that. All right, how about we restructure this part? Because niggas gotta understand those when they hand you those contracts, that's for a negotiation.
Mm-hmm.
You can negotiate the terms of, because you giving up your intellectual property. Yeah, they helping you, but they can't get this bread unless you here. They can't get that bread unless they have an artist to get that bread with. So if they know, if you're as valuable to them as they trying to play it like you is, then they gonna work with you in your contract and be like, all right, we can't give you this, but we can give you that. It's all about, because when you got your fan base up together, like we were talking about earlier, you get that core fan base together, people that support you, people that buy your shit, shop with you, support, come to the shows.
Oh, yeah.
When they see that, that's leverage. You got leverage to where now you like, you got your money, I got this. So you bring your money over here and help me grow this, and I bring this and help you grow your money.
Also, artists got to understand too with getting lawyered up. You know, because Finesse made the mistake. He used a lawyer.
He used the label's lawyer.
Yeah, you can't use the label. Yeah, you can't use the label's lawyer. They ain't for your best interest. They for the label.
Not, bro.
And also, artists got to understand the difference between just a lawyer. You got to get an entertainment lawyer. You can't get a lawyer that you see on a commercial.
Why would you get David J. Maloney?
Yeah,
bro?
you can't get Maloney. Maloney gonna read that paperwork.
Shout out David J. Maloney, man. Y'all niggas get in the car ready. I'll let David J. Maloney.
You gonna get David,
but not for your music, bro. You get that.
Yeah, he gonna work. David J. You gonna give him them few bands. He gonna read it and give it back to you. That's what he gonna do. That's what he gonna do. You gotta get an entertainment lawyer.
Yeah,
but
sure,
also too, like I said, it's what you negotiate. You sign what you negotiate.
Right.
And the more you build it up, the more leverage you have.
Right.
Now, also too, on the flip side, sometimes you can think about it and be like, I know this some bullshit, but I'm kind of hitting my head on the ceiling with what I got going on. So I may sign this. I may say, hey, I signed, but I don't want to sign for this many years. I want to sign for 2-3 years.
That's still, you got negotiation power, because you ain't finna lock me in for the rest of my fucking life.
For life,
I give you about 2-3 albums.
Yeah.
You know, that'll be good enough for me to grind it out and get you some bread, get me some more fan base, and once these three albums out,
do my
you
thing.
Go your way, I go my way.
Or
let the time go by, whatever you negotiate in your contract, because you also need to figure out your masters and negotiate those to where you get them in a certain amount of time, because a lot of niggas' contracts is so fucked up to where they'll never get their masters back. Niggas is buying masters, and labels are selling your masters to other people that you don't even know. So
speaking,
you
said that because I see the situation with T.I. He trying to buy his masters back from the label.
They sold it to somebody.
They sold it to somebody else. He said they told him it was worth $3 million, but they want him to pay $50 for it.
Right. Yeah.
It's like nah.
So it's a whole.
But
niggas just gotta do your research, man. You got to be a student of the game.
Gotta be a student. Gotta educate, because it's the music business. Business is second. It's the music business.
Most important. Though.
That's the most important thing.
Cause nigga, you can sing the best hooks, write the best bars in the world. Nigga, look at R. Kelly right now. Nigga couldn't read a contract or nothing.
You ain't own half his music. You ain't own his music.
Like, come on, man. Drake buying niggas contracts right now. They don't own they shit.
They don't own they shit. But we gonna wrap it up. But tell people where they can find you on social media handles, and also too the work that you got out already too.
Alright, so check me out, man. All major platforms, all social media websites, you can find me at Statiz, aka Ocho. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that. Statiz, aka Ocho. Email statisbay06@gmail.com. Go ahead and check that Westbrook out. It's going crazy right now. Check that Flex With It out. That's my newest single. I also got a freestyle out, Shea Butter. That motherfucker going crazy, man. Man, just fall down a rabbit hole, man. I got good music. I'm out here, I'm grinding 9 to 5, and then come back in here and get my shining in, man. You feel what I'm talking about? I'm trying to make it happen for me and mine. You feel what I'm talking about? Sitting here chopping it up with my nigga P. Sturdy Podcast.
Sturdy Podcast.
Shout out my nigga Boo Diddley. Yeah. Shout out Ilion Entertainment. Shout out my nigga Good Shot X. Shout out Cash. Shout out my nigga Stilly on. Shout out T-Man. Shout out Rachel Mack and Social Aqua Gang, man. Let's do it.
All the way official. And the show, tell them the show again, the show that's coming up.
May 22nd, man. May 22nd at the Underground, 350 North Broad Street, Mobile, Alabama, man. Pull up, come rock out with me. Let's smoke one, man. Let's rock out. Hear some good music. I'm gonna have merch on deck. I might even drop some new music that night, man. You never know. Pull up and find out, man.
Tap in.
Me and my niggas gonna be there. Yeah.
All the way official, man. Sturdy Podcast, all the way fishing. We
My
out
Heart
of here.
Entertainment, man. Let's do it.
Out the gate.